And we are live. What's good, y'all? Your man DL Saint. How y'all feeling? Welcome. Downrange Podcast, yo. Late night edition. Look. I'm trying to point. Wait a minute. There it is, right there. I know for those who are up and actually watching this, because this is late. I don't normally do late shows like this, y'all. Y'all know what it is. I try to do whatever, but it's the end of school is coming. School is coming. So I'm here trying to do what I gotta do. Um, get stuff done before school starts. All right, audio is good. School is starting, and on the 10th. So once school starts, we'll get back to regular scheduled programming. Right, we'll be every day Monday through Friday at 6 p.m., and then we'll be weekend Saturday and Sunday, probably at 2 or 3. I haven't decided. It's gonna be one or the other. Right. So until then, who knows when I'm gonna pop in? I know some of y'all are probably gonna look at me right now. You look at my eyes, right? Look at my eyes. Yeah, man. I just got in the house. I was out. It's Wednesday. Y'all know I go out. I do my salsa on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I was out, and I might have had a couple, 1, 2, or 3. I might have had a couple. So yeah, it is what it is. But I'm a grown up man. I can handle it. Uh, we got brother Mike in the building. What's good, fam? I see you. Yo, brother Mike, you coming down to Miami for CME? That's in October, man. It's like the weekend of October 14th, bro. Are you coming to Miami? Are you coming to Miami? Come on, homie. What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? If you come to Miami, let me know. We got some stuff going on. I want to make sure you with me. If you in Miami on that Saturday of CME, we got something going on the night tonight. The New Templars and I, we're working on something. Something is gonna be top tier, bro. So if you in Miami for CME, make sure you holler at me, bro. You ain't gonna want to miss what we got in store, man. It's gonna be popping. It's gonna be in Brickell. It's gonna be easy to get to. All that good stuff. It's not gonna cost a whole lot of money. And if you, bro, brother Michael, if you in Miami, you and me, so you ain't got to worry about it. I'm gonna bring you in with me, so you ain't even gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, cough up no bread or nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get you in there, and put you on with the Saints. You know, with the Saints, with the Knights. My bad, said with the Saints. Shout out to Saint the center. Shout out to Marquette. You know, he's gonna be doing this thing. Hopefully he'll make it to I wonder if he'll be in CME. That would be cool. I think a lot of YouTubers are gonna be there that weekend. So if those who don't know what I'm talking about, it's a conference for male excellence. This is Donovan Sharp's thing. He does it every year. Last year he did Miami. I think, and this year, of course, he's gonna do Miami. So good conference for guys who are out there trying to, you know what I'm saying, pull themselves out of the bottom 80. You know, those guys are trying to pull themselves out the basement, trying to, get put up on some game. It's a good conference, man. Go check that out, support that. I'm gonna moving forward on our shows, man, I'm going to put up his advertisement so you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. You can hit the link. You can kind of go check out, see what he's doing. I think it's a good thing. I really think it's a good thing. So, brother Mike, shout out to you, bro. Um, but yeah, this is a downrange episode, man. We're going to talk about Trump. I was going to do this tomorrow in the morning, but I was networking tonight, and I was talking to a real sharp brother. You know what I mean? Another retiree. Actually, this brother is retired twice. This guy done had 2 careers, and he retired from both of them. Right. And he's out there networking, an author, an entrepreneur, like doing big things. So I finally got a chance to catch up with the brother, and we had a real good conversation. And I'm going to be, in fact, I think, I'm going to be working with him on some stuff that he has coming up in the future. So instead of doing this tomorrow, talking about Trump, I'm doing it right now. So don't trip, y'all. Definitely, like I said, I'm a little tipsy, but like I said, I'm an old school dude, man. I know how to hold my cognac. Brother Madrill's in the building. What's good, man? I just missed your show, bro. I literally went on and it was playing the outro music and stuff, man. I left a couple comments. I liked, of course. Man, I just missed the show, man. Isn't it past your bedtime, deal? Saying, yeah, man, we airborne, bro. We ain't got no bedtime. You know what it is. You know what it is, Green Berets, Special Forces. You know what it is, but yes, sir, it is past my bedtime. But I want to get this in, bro. I want to talk about this latest indictment with Trump. Man, this is crazy, bro. Like, we knew this was coming, especially if you follow this platform. I really want to know, and a downrange podcast, we talk a little bit about politics. We've been talking about Trump from the beginning. Bro, we know this was coming. Like, we knew it was going to be a problem. Like, the whole New York thing, where New York had, their issues with Trump. Southern District of New York filed their charges or whatever. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I thought that was ticky tack. I thought that was some Mickey Mouse stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, They gave up what they had to the feds. The feds didn't take it. I would have just left that alone. But the Southern District of New York, they don't like Donald Trump, and it is what it is. They want to go after him. So I wasn't worried about that. But remember, when the first indictment came out, I brought this up. I said, hey, man, there's some real issues out there. January 6th, that's a real issue. The documents, the classified documents, real issue, right? Georgia, find me those extra votes. These are real. And we knew these were coming. And all these indictments are all starting to come out now. And man, this is not good for Donald J. Trump. This is not good for anybody in his inner circle, right? You starting to see how the federal government gets down. RICO ain't no joke. And you can just, the mere thoughts of a RICO case, bro, you want to talk about everybody jumping ship? You want to talk about everybody trying to get that deal? This is a real good case study on how the federal government, the justice system gets down. You want to know how they broke the mob? This is how they broke the mob. You want to know how they, how they can run a whole cartel from the street to the kingpin. How do they do it? How do they break a whole cartel like that? The whole pipeline, RICO. The fact that they're even considering RICO in a political situation, man, just blows my mind. But just letting you know, that's what it is. Brother Mandrell, he was like, isn't it past your bedtime? We definitely read that already. Brother Mandrell, I don't care how long you stay up doing this. You still got PT in the morning. Facts. Facts. I'll be out there running, throwing it all up on the PT track. That's what's up, man. Hood. That's what that is, man. That's airborne talk for those people out there who don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about those 1%ers out there who serve this country, who raise their right hand and swore to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That's what we're talking about. This is how we get down, training. Mandrell, if you're still on here, bro, I was talking to one of my knights, and he was saying how he wanted to train. I want to train, man. I want to train like you airborne guys, those Rangers, I want to train like the Green Berets. Like, no, you don't. You have no idea what that type of training means. And I spent 35 minutes, 40 minutes explaining to him how shitty military training is. Boy, it sucks. It sucks. Anybody out there, bro, I'm telling you, the reason the American military is so hard to beat, the reason we're so good is because we train hard. And most people don't understand what training hard is, especially when you're talking about tip of the spear. Like, I had to break it down to him, like, bro, I want to be able to clear a room. And I'm like, why the hell would you want to clear a room anyway, bro? Like, if you know the bad guys are in that room, don't go in the room. Like, why we got to go in that building so bad if you know the bad guys are in there? First of all, well, what if the zombies attack? Like, bro, I'm not clearing a room. If I got support, I'm calling in that support. I'm calling in artillery, man. I'm calling in air. Yo, get me as AC-130 over here, right? Get me Spooky, right? Get me Puff the Magic Dragon. We're going to turn this room into a pile of rubble. That's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to move on to the next objective. People don't understand how hard it is. Like, training in the United States military, especially Army and the Marine Corps and anything tip of the spear, man, training ain't fun. Training ain't fun, but it's necessary. But it is not fun. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, I had to break it down to him. I'm like, man, I told him, man, Drill, if you still listening to me, bro, if you out there listening, I told this brother, I said, listen, one of my nights, I say, man, be careful what you ask for. Because I could give you a 72-hour training out. And I promise you, by the first 8 hours, you'll be ready to quit. I promise you. He's like, I will never quit. I'm like, bro, I promise you, you'll be ready to quit. You'll be like, come on, yo, you going too far. I'm like, man, this ain't even the real deal. The way we train, man, Drill, will tell you, the way we train, man, it is, bro. Let Mandrill tell you about what he was, his experience during the Q course, the last part of the Q course. Man, I can't wait to get Mandrill on here. We're going to talk about that one day. We're going to talk about what Mandrill did, what he endured for like the last 3 or 4 days of the Q course, like what he endured. He's probably suffering from to this day. Y'all, you talk about training. Training? Like, bro, training. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to this topic, right? This Trump thing is real serious, y'all. It's real serious. I mean, at this point now, I don't think there's an American, really, I don't think there's a serious-minded American who thinks Trump is not going to be doing some form of jail time. Like they're going to have to put him in, and it's not even going to be like, sitting down in your house arrest with a box on your ankle. Nah, bro. They're going to have to put him in an institution. The first time in American history. Like this, it was just that bad. And y'all notice it's all dark, right? I ain't even turn on all the lights because this is like a late night edition. I want y'all to know, like, what I'm saying? I'm out here just talking. Trump, he really messed up. I don't think that he truly understood what he was doing. I don't think that Donald Trump truly understands the United States government. I just don't understand. Russian Pride Stark says he ain't doing no time, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I think they're gonna have to put him in an institution, bro. I hear you, but I think they got to do it. At this point, they gotta put him in some sort of institution. I don't know what it's gonna look like. They can't really put him in a supermax. He ain't gonna be on the yard nowhere. But they're gonna have to. Maybe they'll put him in, like Fort Leavenworth or some shit like that, bro. They're gonna have to put him somewhere, man. How long will he be there? I don't know. Will another president pardon him? I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Like the stuff that's coming out about this January 6th thing, bro. It's just, I think he'd have did better by going out selling dope, bro. If he just put together a team and had his dudes on the block, I think he would have did better by doing that. You know what I mean? And get less time. But what he did, man, I don't know. And salute to you, bro. You know what I mean? State game in the building, bro. Yeah, man. Steak game in the building. If you ever in Tampa and you want a good steak, fam, if you ever in Tampa and you want a good steak, go to Scores, Gentlemen's Club. Scores. It's on Kennedy. Scores. There's only one in Tampa. Now, a lot of people be like, DL, why are you sending me to a strip club? Because they literally have the best steak, the best filet in Tampa, the best. They got these things called lamb pops, best lamb pops. Bro, yeah, it's a strip club. But man, you talking about getting you some steak at 10, 11 o'clock at night. And I'm talking about good, bro. I'm talking about good. Shout out to Scores. They let me in for free, so I'm going to go ahead and give them a shout out. Not just me. They let anybody who served the United States military, you get in for free. All vets get in for free there, right? I ain't going to lie. It ain't just me. But they show me love in there, bro. Listen, and they got some of the most beautiful women folk I've ever seen in my life. He's like, I'm reaching. Man, I'm telling you the truth, bro. I ain't reaching, man. Listen, bro. What Trump did, it boggles the mind. And I ain't going to lie to you. I really don't believe the United States government wanted to come after him like this, man. Serious talk. They understand how it looks. I mean, it's just very political, but look at what he's done, bro. They have gone to grand juries. Well, this is the third indictment. This is the third indictment. Like again, I don't count New York. That Southern District in New York, that's pity pat. I ain't talking about that, bro. That's like getting a jaywalking ticket compared to the other stuff he was doing. I don't even care about New York. I already know that's personal. New York don't like dude. But I'm talking about this stuff, man. These indictments, bro. Man, read the entire indictments. Like all of them, plural. Like indictments. Read them all. Bro, I'm telling you, man. And my personal take on this, if he had just given up those documents when they asked for them, bro. If he had just gave up the documents, like, hey, man, give us these documents. We know you got them. If he was just like, oh, my bad, here they go. If he had just done that, I think they would have just went away. They'd have let him get away with all that other stuff, man. Real talk. I think they just would have let it, like, all right, whatever. But he wanted to play this game he was playing. And now he about to figure it out. Like the Justice Department ain't playing with him. And I was telling one of my homeboys, Jay Swans, I said, Jay, I was like, bro, if he's smart while he's still president, he'll get on Air Force One, right? This was like before the election. Like he'll get on Air Force One, go to Eastern Europe on Air Force One and work something out with Putin. And be like, man, how your KGB agents, man, get me out of here. And give his, give his Secret Service detail the slip. And just would have been gone. He could have been like, poof, gone. I thought he was going to do that. But he didn't. For some reason, he thought he missed the Teflon. For some reason, he thought that this ain't never going, they can't touch me. They touching his ass now. And I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody bigger in America than the Justice Department, and you ain't never gonna stop them. You ain't never gonna stop them, bro. It ain't about money, ain't about clout. They don't care. You wind up on their radar, bro. It's the reason all the OGs tell you when the feds come knocking, bro, take whatever deal they put on the table. That first deal they put on the table, that's the best deal you gonna get. The feds don't play, man. They already got you, man. It ain't a matter of if you guilty. They know you guilty, and they can prove it. The feds don't take the case unless they already, bro. How else you gonna get this 98% conviction rate? They ain't playing. And I don't think they wanted to do this. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't think they wanted to do this. A bad look for America. We're gonna have to lock up a president, bro. You know what I mean? It's like I'm reaching, bro. Man, listen. I don't see how he beats this, man. I'm just looking at it from my filter, from my experience. I'm just looking at it from as a reformed street dude. Y'all know they call me saint. I'm saintly now, right? They call me saint. I'm reformed, but from a street dude, I'm just looking at the case. Man, I don't see how he beats this. First of all, I don't see it. Ain't no beating this case, and I don't know what deal could be made. He got everybody that was around him, from his inner circle all the way out to the people in the furthest reaches of his orbit. They all coming forward with information, bro. All of them. All of them. Like, hey, man, we tried to tell him. Like, bro. They coming forward with notes. They coming forward with audio. They coming forward with video. Man, he threw, bro. He threw. I don't know how he beats this, man. I'm just, like, again, I'm just from the outside looking in, bro. I don't know how he beats this, bro. So let's look at this, man. We got the article right here, man. Associated Press. This is about 17 hours ago or something like that. Trump indicted for efforts to overturn the 2020 election and block transfer of power. Like, bro, why would you do something like this? Y'all know I'm tipsy, y'all. How'd they find a black person with a Trump shirt on? Oh, because she's like Trump indicted again and again and again. Okay, that's why. I was about to say, how you gonna find a black person with a Trump shirt on? Like, she made her own shirt. She all proud. Again, this ain't nothing I'm proud of, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. This ain't something I'm like, yeah, get Trump. I'm not. This is a bad look for America, man. This is on the one hand, this is a bad look for America. I'm just keeping it 100. This is a bad look for America. But on the other hand, it shows that no one is above prosecution, which we all know that there's people above prosecution. Like, who am I talking about? I'm talking about Nixon, above prosecution. There's people out there that, if you got enough bread, you gonna get away with shit, man. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about O.J. Simpson. You know what I mean? It's just, come on, man. Look at the Kennedys, man. I ain't mad at the Kennedys, the Rockefellers, man. You name them. You name the 1%ers. You're going to get away with a lot. The fact that they came for him and they got him. They ain't going to let go, bro. It's like a pit bull, man, with the jaw done locked up on him, man. They ain't going to let go. They just shaking now. They just shaking. And anybody involved in this, man, they coming forward, man. Like, Trump got a problem. I'm telling you. Whoever leaked it, maybe this is a RICO. Like, whoever leaked that, man, these people ain't trying to do no time. On the Spot Live, I am the single one. What's good, love? How you doing? I missed your live, love. I'm watching Team Replay now. I missed your live. I saw you was on. You was doing some stuff. Shawty. All right. Yo, you keep doing you. You keep doing you. I missed that. I'm going to try to catch one of your lives for real. Man, how people going to be hitting me up this late? I'm going to look at that later. Hold on, I gotta look at this now. This might be a booty call. Hold on, y'all. Let me take a look at this. Oh, no. This is just us talking crazy. All right, just making sure. I'm still old, but I'm saying, man, I know a couple of youngers, they hit me up talking about, hey, come get it. Man, I'm gonna have to wrap this up, but that's not the call. That's not the call. Much respect to the mods in the chat. Thanks, love. Appreciate you. Truly appreciate you. Hey, y'all, for real, go over there and check out On the Spot Live, man. Check her out, man. I am the single one. She's over there doing her thing. She's out of Chicago. Man, her page is good. Like, her vlogs are amazing. Like, if you really want to know what's going on in Chicago, like the real culture of Chicago, like what the grown folks are doing, man, go check out her stuff. Babe, you gotta I think I made you a mod. Did I make you a mod? I did not. I'm about to make you a mod right now. Do me a favor, love. Drop your Can review, remove, change, and higher put. Change block words. I'm just looking at what the mods could do. I'm gonna give you all the mod stuff. So do me a favor, drop your link in there so people can come check you out. Drop your link, love, on that, because I mean, when you go out and you watch those concerts and all that, like that's just fire. I'm like, I love that sort of thing. I love go out. I love jazz, I like traditional jazz. Like I go out like real jazz. Love going out checking that out. I love live performances wherever, however. You know what I'm saying? I love that. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely go over there and check the sister out. Next time I'm in Chicago, I'm definitely gonna look you up. You know what I mean? Like the restaurants, like the cool spoken word events, like just the live. I'm telling you, every city has that spirit about it, right? In Chicago, I mean, that's like old school right there, man. So definitely check out On the Spot. I Am the Single One. She be putting it down. You know what I mean? Appreciate the love, bro. This is for you, man. $5 super chat. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. I really do, man. I thank you so much, man. That goes a long way. But like this stuff with Trump, man, like let's get back to it, man. So we got this going on. Again, this is Associated Press out of Washington. Donald Trump was indicted on felony charges Tuesday for working to overturn the results of the 2020 election in the run-up to the violent riot by his supporters at the U.S. Capitol, which the Justice Department acting to hold him accountable for an unprecedented effort to block the peaceful transfer of presidential power and threaten American democracy, bro. That paragraph right there is crazy. That paragraph right there is crazy. Right? The U.S. Justice Department is coming after this dude. They're going to hold him accountable for an unprecedented effort to block the peaceful transfer of presidential power and threaten American democracy. This tells you right here. This tells you everything you need to know. This tells you everything you need to know. They ain't playing. They ain't playing. I don't know what Trump is doing, but he need to be started. He need to be listening to some hip hop. He need to go back and listen to some old school Ghetto Boys. You know what I mean? He need to be listening to Master P and them. He need to be listening to A-Ball, MJG, bro. They talk about this, bro. You need to be listening to the old school guys, bro. Like the old school, the OG, rap OG, hip hop OG, talking about them, bro. When they come, they come. Right? If I had access to Donald Trump, I would send him 8-Ball MJG, Mr. Big. Mr. Big, Mr. Big. They call him Mr. Big, but not because of his size. That's what I'll be talking about. Man, you need to listen to this. You need to listen to this, Trump. You know what I mean? They coming for you, boy. Dum, 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 dum. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Big, Mr. Big. They coming after you, bro. You know what I mean? They coming after you. You better have a plan. You better have a plan. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't think that Trump understands this world he done stumbled into. Right? This ain't his world. I think someone like Donald Trump is used to controlling the narrative. He's used to having bigger pockets than everybody else. So when some little guy comes up trying to take them court or whatever, like Trump is like, my pockets are deeper. Anybody who's ever been in the court system understands that. If you ain't got money like that, the person who got money can just keep you buried in litigation until you run out of money. And that's been his game. But you messing with the United States government, bro. They make the money. They print the money, bro. So you ain't got more money than the United States government. So you ain't running that game. So what you gonna do? They gonna come with what they gotta come with. They have an infinite budget when it comes to investigating. Everybody talking about, cancel the FBI. Man, you ain't canceling the FBI. Right? You got to understand, you got all of Homeland Security involved in this case. Everybody checking, everybody talking to everybody else. FBI, ATF. You know what I mean? You got HSI, you got CIA, everybody talking, man. Everybody like, yo, them documents, I'm telling you. Everybody was like, yo, these documents ain't no joke, man. We got to get these papers from this man. It's going to be a problem. Best believe the CIA was involved in that. They got secrets they need to keep secret. FBI, everybody involved in that, man. Everybody. I don't think Trump get it. He just don't understand. And now he about to understand. I'm telling you now, I bet he's scared now. You know what I mean? Everybody missed the hey, bro. Everybody tough until you start reading these sealed indictments. You start listening to the wiretaps, right? You start reading the transcripts. They got this man on tape. Allegedly, they got this man on videotape. His own attorneys are giving up notes. Yo, here go the notes when he said this, and here go the notes when he said that. Here go the notes. I got detailed notes. Bro, you can't fight that. I don't care who you is, you can't fight that. So I'm telling you, bro. Brother Rush, man, I'm telling you, man, I think he's gonna have to sit down, man. Real talk, man. I think he's gonna have to sit down. For real. I don't see how he get away with it. I don't see how he doesn't sit down, at least for a little while. You know what I mean? I just don't see it. At least for a little while, he's gonna have to sit down. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. Let's see what else they got. They got the 4-count indictment, the third criminal case against Trump, provided deeper insight into a dark moment that has already been the subject of extensive federal investigation and captivating public hearings. It chronicles a months-long campaign of lies about the election results and says that even when those falsehoods resulted in a chaotic insurrection at the Capitol, Trump sought to exploit the violence by pointing to it as a reason to further delay counting of votes that sealed his defeat. This stuff right here, y'all. This stuff right here. I think one of my people was saying the Trump folks was considering using the Insurrection Act, right? Which is crazy. That takes things to a whole nother level. But let's continue. Even in a year of rapid succession, legal reckonings for Trump, Tuesday's indictment with charges including conspiring to defraud the United States government that he once led was stunning in its allegations that a former president assaulted the bedrock function of democracy. It's the first time the defeated president, who is early frontrunner for next year's Republican presidential nomination, is facing legal consequences for his frantic but ultimately failed effort to cling to power. Bro, it was a failed coup d'etat, right? He just didn't have the backing of the military. This is a coup. Right? That's what it was. He was trying to I'm just going to run it like this. I'm going to run a rough shot. This was a coup. And he didn't have support of the military. If he had support of the military, man, who knows how that shit would have turned out? I mean, who knows? There's a lot of people out there talking about, oh, Trump is a fan of the military. Military people love Trump. No, they do not. See that behind me, that flag, that airborne flag? Nah. Ain't nobody mess with Trump like that in the military, man. He out of his mind, man. These people in the United States military and most people who serve in Congress, like elected officials and their staffers, they love America, bro. It's America first, for real. Mission first, for real. And this is what's coming out in this investigation. I don't know what Trump was thinking, bro. I really don't. He was. So it continues. The attack on our nation's capital on January 6, 2021 was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy. And that came from the Justice Department Special Counsel Jack Smith, whose office has spent months investigating Trump. It was fueled by lies by the defendant targeted at obstructing a bedrock function of the United States government, the nation's process of collecting, counting, and certifying the results of the presidential election. Like, this is real talk. This is coming from special counsel. Now, you know, when you got a special counsel and stuff like that, a lot of that is political. I get that. A lot of that is political. And yeah, I'm looking at my stream is down to just one bar. So my signal was kind of weakening, but you should be able to hear me. So just hang in there with me, y'all. You don't need to see my face. Just hang in there with me. And I don't know why the signal was weak at 1:16 in the morning. I mean, it's the East Coast. Most people should be sleeping. What's wrong with these folks? You know what I'm saying? I think they're trying to shut me down, man. We're going to fight the power. We're going to fight the power that be. Shout out to Chuck D, Public Enemy. But this is real talk, man. This is America. And I ain't going to lie to you, man. This should not be political. If you're an American and you really love America, then you should be all about anybody who's trying to hurt America. Anybody. I don't care who they are. You should be all about doing something about it. Right? This is why the founding fathers had that verbiage in the Constitution. Right? When we raise our right hand, we swear to support and defend the U.S. Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Foreign and domestic. The founding fathers knew it was going to be a problem down the road. Real patriots fight against Americans who were trying to destroy democracy. That's how it works, people. That's how it works. And everybody I served with was on board with that. We don't care if you was born in America. You trying to stop America, we're going to stop you. That's how it works. Donald Trump doesn't understand that. He's starting to understand it now, though. He is starting to understand it now. I appreciate the love in the chat. Yes, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Brother Wonderful 34 is in the building. Oops, my bad. I got the wrong button there. Let me get you squared away. There you go. What up, fam? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you, man. You know, I be popping up all over the time, man. I'm a little tipsy, bro. I was out there drinking me a little Hennessy. I was out there drinking me a little Hennessy. I was out there dancing, man. You know, it's Wednesdays when I go do my little my salsa lessons. And then I kind of go out. There's a spot that has a Wednesday night where they give a free lesson as well. So I actually do 2 lessons on Wednesday. I go to my salsa class and I have my intro to salsa. And then sometimes I stay for the advanced class. Tonight they canceled the classes. It was something going on with the schedule. But there's also on Wednesday nights in my neighborhood, there's a spot, a proper venue where they have, salsa. And they also have a free class there for the beginning. And then people just kind of come in and dance. So I've been there all night. I was over there dancing a little bit, learning how to do my stuff properly and stuff. And just, networking with friends. So yeah, I might have had a couple, 2, 3, 4 to drink. I might have had a couple, 2, 3, 4. But I'm good though, because I want to talk about this Donald Trump thing. Because I was going to do this first thing in the morning, but I got some other things I got to do now that's come up. So I'm here now. So good to see you, 134. Thanks, bro. I took my time. That's one of my day ones. I had to explain to him what's going on. And speaking of day one, man, I'm working with some people, man. I'm gonna have some merch pretty soon. All my day ones, everybody who got a wrench right now, I got something for y'all. I'm working on it right now. So I can't wait to be my gift to y'all for being there supporting the brother, man. So all my day ones, I got something for y'all. I'm working on it. As soon as I have it completed, I'll show it on the stream and then I'll mail it out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? 134. Drink some for me, Mr. DL. Hey, bro, I drunk enough for everybody, and I ain't gonna lie to you. And that's another thing too. I have a trainer that I'm gonna be working with here pretty soon over the next couple of weeks. So once I start training, I can't drink. I have to cut down on, y'all know I'm a sugar fiend. I have to cut down on my sugar. I have to get my diet together. I'm gonna get my body together, and I'm gonna show these young dudes in my 50s. If I can get my body together in my 50s, they got no excuse if they in their 20s, right? So I'm gonna film that whole thing too, man. This YouTube got me on. They got me on one, y'all. I'm about to get it together. And I found this trainer. She's a sister. She's beautiful. Like, her body is like perfect. Like, you could tell. I don't know if she competes, but her body is insane. And I asked her, I saw her body. I was like, yo, are you a trainer? She's like, yes, I am a personal trainer. So I'm gonna work with her, get that going. You know what I'm saying? And Brother Mike was like, yo, yeah. Salsa dancing. I know you got a few Miami. Yeah, bro, I do. Man, look, I got a few Miami's on deck. Facts, son. Facts. Uncle Saint be making it happen, bro. We go down to Miami. And that's a whole nother. What I love about Miami, bro, you could be walking down the street and then like some salsa music could be playing, just blaring from some whatever, and some woman be walking by and she'll just start dancing. If you know how to dance, man, you could extend your hand, she'll grab your hand, man. Y'all could dance for a hot second. Bro. Man, y'all don't want no game. Y'all don't want no game. Y'all really don't know. Y'all really don't want no game, man. Y'all don't. Like, I had a coach in middle school, man, our football coach, Bo Green. Shout out to Bo Green. That brother was like, we come to him like, man, he'll see us. He would always say this one thing too. He's like, you don't want to play no ball. You don't want to play no ball. He was our football coach. Man, you don't want to play no ball. That's what I be telling these kids. Y'all don't want no game. Y'all ain't ready for no game. I'm telling y'all want a cheat code, man. You better get your butt into a salsa class. Yeah, brother Rush. Man, I'm telling you, down in Miami, man, it's on. If you down there, same to you, bro. Like if you're gonna be in Miami doing CME, holla at us, bro. We're gonna be down there, man. We're gonna be making it happen. Like I said, we already got an event in the works, bro. We're gonna make this thing, man. Listen, it's gonna pop. Y'all just don't know. You know what I mean? Like the way to bang a Latina, that's the way to smash anything, bro. Like if you, I keep telling y'all don't want no game. If you really want game, you really want to know how to get at women, man, be good at something. First of all, and if you're good at dancing, bro, just letting you know. Just letting you know. Wonderful 34. Yeah, smash up and down. Yep. Brother Cars in the building. What's good, fam? Good to see you, brother. You're like, I'm a personal strainer. You a fool. Oh, welcome. I'm glad y'all here. But yeah, let's get back to what we're talking about, man. We're talking about Trump. The United States Justice Department is on his ass, bro. I just don't see any way out for Trump. There's no deal to be had. He's the kingpin. He's the top dude. Only deals on the tables for those people below him to give up information and to testify against him. There's no deal for Trump. Right? There's no deal for Trump. Man, this stuff is crazy, bro. This stuff is crazy. Let's continue. Because Trump did try to stop the election, man. The Trump campaign called the charges fake and asked why it took 2.5 years to bring them, right? So this is the Trump campaign. They're like, man, these charges are fake. Ain't nothing fake about a grand jury. There's nothing fake about a grand jury. Listen to what I tell you. When the feds come see you, bro, they gonna take their time. They ain't in no hurry. Right? It's like that Denzel Washington movie when he was fighting the angel, right? I forget what the movie was called, but in the movie they kept singing this song. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. That's the United States Justice Department. Time is on their side. Denzel Washington in the movie, man, when he was actually the bad guy of the movie was a demon, like a fallen name. I just call Fallen. I think the name of the movie is Fallen. Y'all ain't never seen that movie? Check it out. Denzel Washington, Fallen, fire movie. In fact, I don't think Denzel Washington's ever done a bad movie. You have to go all the way back to like Mississippi Masada or whatever the hell that movie was. And I don't even think that was really bad, just boring. But yeah, I think the movie is called Fallen, starring Denzel Washington. Well, Denzel Washington was a cop and he was chasing a demon, a fallen angel. Great movie. Check it out. That was not a spoiler, y'all. They established that early on, very early on in the movie, who the bad guy is. So that's not a spoiler. Go check out that movie. Time is on my side. That is the Justice Department. That's how the feds work. So Trump campaign called the charges fake and they asked why it took 2.5 years to bring them. Because they out there investigating. 2.5 years ain't nothing but a minute to the feds. They out there investigating. That's why it took 2.5 years. Silly man. Trump was the only person charged in Tuesday's indictment, but prosecutors obliquely reinforced a half dozen co-conspirators, including lawyers inside and outside of government who they said had worked with Trump to undo the election results. They also advanced legally dubious schemes to enlist slates of fake electors in battleground states won by the Democrat Joe Biden to falsely claim that Trump had actually won them. This is why it took 2 years, y'all. This is a lot of stuff to sift through. Why did it take 2.5 years? Because the feds take their time. Feds don't take cases they can't win, bro. 98% plus conviction rate. This is why. Time is on their side. And I'm not saying this as a person. Listen, let me keep it 100. I'm not a Trump fan. You know what I mean? I've never made that any secret. I'm not a Trump fan. I'm a registered Republican, but I'm not a Trumper. I'm not a Trump fan. I'm looking at this, like I said, as a dude on the streets. I'm looking at this like I know him from back on the block. I'm like, bro, you got a problem. You know what I mean? You got a problem. Man, don't call me on the phone. Don't text me. Don't send me a letter. Nothing. I don't want nothing to do with you right now, man, because the feds is on you, bro. When the feds is on you, man, they treat you like a leper, man. You better we put you out there, man. Stay away from us, bro. Keep that over there, bro. I ain't trying to talk to these people. I ain't trying to have these people looking at me. You feel me? That's what he's dealing with right now. Again, I'm not coming at him like I'm happy that they're going after Trump. I'm not happy at all. This is a bad look on the one hand for America. This is a bad look. But again, on the other hand, it shows that no one is above the law. Kind of crazy how that works, right? People look at you just a black man, you just hating on Trump. Nah, bro. I'm a dude from the streets that done seen this before. I know this game. I know this game. And I know when the feds come, bro, you better give them what they're looking for, man, or you got a problem. And it's I don't see any deal that could be had for Trump. None. How many lawyers done failed dealing with Trump? A lot of lawyers, man. A lot of lawyers done lost their licenses and stuff like that and done got disbarred dealing with Trump. He's going to go in here with subpar legal representation. It's like he's going in here with a step above public defender. He's about to get smoked, bro. Smoke. Why did it take 2.5 years? Because they investigating. They still investigating. The feds keep investigating. Even after you get locked up, they still investigate. And they talking about these co-conspirators. They're going to get them next. They're going to get them next, bro. Yeah, we got these we know who involved. We know what everybody did. This is the feds, bro. Like when they come see you, this is how they come see you. We know what everybody did. Right? We going to get them later. But a lot of them co-conspirators, man, they're going to come forth with information. They're going to come forth like, man, how can I help? What can y'all do for me on this? Because they ain't trying to do time for this guy. Ain't no loyalty. They see what it is. I just don't know, man. Trump got a problem, bro. So trust me, they talk about these, they talking about these co-conspirators. These half a dozen or so co-conspirators. Yeah, they gonna be standing in front of the judge too. They're gonna be standing in front of the judge. The co-conspirators are the ones out there right now trying to get a deal. I know it's late on the East Coast, man, so I ain't tripping. If y'all gotta go, y'all gotta go. I ain't mad, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm gonna get this out for team replay. It's like for team replay. Listen, I ain't mad at y'all. Thanks for rocking with me. I know it's late. Some of y'all got to go to sleep. West Coast, what's up with y'all, bro? What's up, West Coast? Is it still hot out there? What's going on? You know what I mean? LA, where y'all at? You know what I mean? San Diego, where y'all at? Arizona, Nevada, Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all at? Scottsdale, Las Vegas, where y'all at? Seattle. Because I know it's hot out there, y'all. So if y'all still up, man, check me out, bro. But like I said, team replay, man. And whatever y'all thinking, man, go ahead and drop that in the comments if you're on team replay. I ain't tripping, y'all. Like, for real. There's going to be some hardcore Trumpers. They're going to be mad typing in what they typing in. I'm going to chop this up into some shorts for YouTube shorts. All I'm saying is this. I feel bad for the guy. I'm going to go ahead and set it, man. I said it. I feel bad for the guy because there ain't no way out for this dude. He had it all, bro. He had it all, man. He about to sit down. He going to have to sit him down. Man, I hope y'all gonna have some money for his books because he gonna need it. He gonna need it. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. The indictment accuses the defendant president and his allies of trying to exploit the violence and chaos by calling lawmakers into an evening on January 6th to delay the certification of Biden's victory. Y'all remember that, right? He was like, yeah, go down there and let them know. He was doing his best. Into the evening on January 6th, trying to delay the certification of the Biden victory because he didn't want to leave office. It also cites handwritten notes from former Vice President Mike Pence. Oh, shit. They got Mike Pence in here. Handwritten notes from former Vice President Mike Pence that gives gravitas to Trump's relentless goading to reject the electoral votes. Pence, who is challenging Trump for the GOP presidential nomination, declined overtures from a House panel that investigated the insurrection and sought to avoid testifying before the special counsel. He appeared only after losing a court fight, which prosecutors learned that Trump, in one conversation, derided him to too honest to stop the certification. Wow. Trump said he was too honest to stop the certification. Mike Pence gave notes Mike Pence gave notes, y'all. You see what I'm saying? The vice president of the United States gave notes. And look, even Mike Pence was trying his best not to testify before the special counsel. He was doing what he could. But when it came down to it, like, nah, man, you're gonna have to testify. He ain't gonna go up there and perjure himself. He gonna go up there and tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna tell the truth. I'm a single one. Do you think he'll be able to run again? Um, Man, I don't know. I mean, Trump's not gonna drop out of this race. So he's gonna get some time. So will he be able to run again? I don't know. I'm just gonna. I don't know. This is like Uncharted, right? I don't know enough about the laws. I don't know. I didn't think that a felon could run for president of the United States or hold office. I don't know if a felon, a convicted felon, could hold office. And then you look at someone like Trump, he's going to be convicted of some of that, like high treason. Like having those documents is real bad. So even if he were president, would the government allow him access to those types of documents? I don't think so. I don't know, love. I'm keeping it 100. I really don't know. But it goes on to say that Trump is due in court Thursday, the first step in a legal process that will play out in the courthouse situated between the White House he once controlled and the Capitol his supporters once stormed. Wow. So they're in D.C. The case is already being dismissed by a former president and his supporters. So they're already saying it's fake news. There's nothing to see here. But, bro, that's not going to fly. And even some of his rivals are saying that, too, as just another politically motivated prosecution. I get where they're coming from. You look at all of the impeachments and stuff like that, but this is different. This is different. You had to go to a grand jury with information. I mean, you had to, bro, this is the real deal. You can say it's fake news all you want, but they coming to see you, bro. They coming to see you. So, yeah, they're by saying it's just another politically motivated prosecution. There may be some truth in that, but at the end of the day, man, this is a real felony case, man. He facing something serious, something real serious. Yet the case stems from one of the most serious threats to American democracy in modern history. Facts. The indictment centers on a turbulent 2 months after the November 2020 election, in which Trump refused to accept his loss and spread lies that the victory was stolen from him. The turmoil resulted in the riot at the Capitol, when Trump loyalists violently broke into the building, attacked police officers, and disrupted congressional counting of electoral votes. All that's facts. It's facts. And you got people out there who was like, well, no, it was peaceful and this and that. Like Tucker Carlson was one of them. Fox was heavy on it. Fox News was like, nah, man, this is bad. But the Fox talking heads, Sean Hannity and all the rest of them, Tucker Carlson, all the rest of them were saying what they were saying. It is what it is. They getting money. I get it. But that was a violent that was an insurrection. Someone lost their life, right? There were people after the fact that took their own lives because of the drama or whatever, the post-traumatic stress. Like, bro, that was a violent insurrection. They just didn't have state-of-the-art weaponry. That's all it was missing. And allegedly there was, weapons stashed around the Capitol that people could have gotten to. So that was a scary moment in American history, y'all. And we're living through it. That's you know what I'm saying? This is crazy. The times that we're living in right now, y'all, like y'all are actually we are living through it. Right? But Trump did not want to accept the fact that he lost the race. And his people did break into that building. He said he egged them on. There was a lot of people that was doing it. In between the election and the riot, Trump urged local election officials to undo voting results in their states, pressured Pence to halt the certification of the electoral votes, and falsely claimed that the election had been stolen. Right? A notion repeatedly rejected by judges. Among those lies, prosecutors say were claims that more than 10,000 dead voters had voted in Georgia, along with tens of thousands of double votes in Nevada. Each claim had been rebutted by courts or state or federal officials, the indictment says. So this gets all into it. You know, we got, when you have people who refuse to believe facts, who refuse to look at the information, we got people who are just so dead set on their team and their guy winning. Like, bro, you can't move forward as a nation. And let's get it. Let's get this. I want to get something clear here. I want to be very clear. The majority of Republicans that I've talked to accept the fact that Trump lost. They accept the fact that Trump is a net negative to the party, the Republican Party, and what they're trying to do. The people with the money, the real political folks, they understand the dude's a problem. The never Trumpers from the very beginning was like, yo, this guy's a problem. Right? So here we are. Right? Here we are. I ain't trying to hate on the guy. I'm just keeping it 100. We got Brother Knightish in the building. What's good, fam? Salute to you. Thanks for coming through. Yeah, man. Late night vibes, man. I'm up late. You know what I'm saying? I'm up late. I had to get this one off. I had to get this one off before I go to bed. Let's continue. The document carefully outlines arguments that Trump has been making to defend his conduct, that he had every right to challenge the results, to use the courts, even to leaving a lie about it in the process. But in stark denial, the indictment outlines how the former president instead took criminal steps to reverse the clear verdict voters had rendered. See, this is the part of the indictment that I found troubling and I didn't know about. The indictment had been expected since Trump said in mid-July that the Justice Department had informed him that he was the target of an investigation. A bipartisan House committee that spent months investigating the run-up to the Capitol riot also recommended prosecuting Trump on charges including aiding an insurrection and obstructing an official proceeding. The indictment includes charges of conspiring to defraud the U.S., the United States, conspiring to obstruct an official proceeding, obstructing an official proceeding, and violating a post-Civil War Reconstruction era civil rights statute that makes it a crime to conspire to violate rights that are guaranteed by the Constitution. In this case, the right to vote. Man, they coming at his ass. I mean, they reaching all the way back to the Civil War Reconstruction era civil rights. Goddamn, bro. They coming after his ass. They coming after his ass. Wow. Casual Germ in the building. What's good, fam? Late night stream hype. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, they are coming after Trump. Civil War, post-Civil War Reconstruction era rights statute that makes it a crime to conspire to violate rights that are guaranteed by the Constitution, in this case, the right to vote. Wow. The mounting criminal cases are unfolding in the heat of the 2024 race. A conviction in this case or any other would not prevent Trump from pursuing the White House or serving as president. Though Trump as president could theoretically appoint an attorney general to dismiss the charge or potentially try to pardon himself. So, yeah, he can hire an attorney general to dismiss all these charges or hire himself if he gets into the White House. I am a single one. There's your answer right there. This conviction would not stop him from running and or winning the race. If he wins the race, he's president of the United States, and then he'll be able to go undo all this. Wow, it's a lot riding on this, ain't it? Just a lot riding on this. If Trump wins the nomination of the Republican Party for president of the United States in the 2024 election, this is just me talking right now, every young person, every Democrat, every liberal is going to come out and vote against him. I would say the never Trumpers and the real patriotic Republicans, I'm not saying they're going to vote for a Democrat. I'm just saying they're just not going to vote at all for president. They'll vote the rest of the ticket, right? They just won't vote for president, and they'll go down and vote for everything else. So, this is going to be very interesting to watch. This is going to be very interesting to watch. Trump has a lot of supporters among his Trumpers, but, we're talking, 25, 30% or something like that of the Republicans or Trumpers, right? That means the rest of them, that other 70% are Republicans, not necessarily Trumpers. And it does not mean, like I said, I don't see a Republican voting for a Democrat, especially a Democrat like Joe Biden. But I can see the Republicans not voting for president and vote the rest of the ticket. I could see them just not voting. Like they'll just skip it. They just skip the 2024 elections and just not vote at all. I could see that. You know, this is gonna be crazy, y'all. This is gonna be crazy. So in New York, state prosecutors have charged Trump with falsifying business records about hush money and payoffs to a porn actor before the 2016 election. The trial is set to begin in March. This is the one I'm talking about. This is the Southern District of New York. That's pity pat. That's some tacky whatever. That's nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm surprised that it's even gone this far. Even in New York, it just shows you how much the state of New York, where the politicians in New York, they can't stand Trump. That this is that they're, this case right here. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm surprised that's a thing. I wouldn't even take that serious. But he did allegedly falsify business records. His accountant went in. I believe his account was working with the state. Even though dude got some time, it was reduced time. So they probably got him dead to rights on that. Right? That's a state case. And like a lot of people were like, well, if he gets the state time, he'll just pardon himself. Like, nah, a president can't pardon someone who's charged with a state case, got a state conviction, to my knowledge. It takes the governor to do that. And we know the governor is not going to do that in the state of New York. The New York governor's not going to do that. It's going to be a Democrat. They're not going to pardon Trump. So even if he manages to get into the White House, and even if he manages to make all these federal cases go away, he still has to deal with the state case. And no one knows how that works. State versus Fed, who supersedes what, right? The law is the law. It really makes it difficult, right, for America to move forward as a nation. Y'all just don't understand how crazy this is, man. This is crazy. So the state of New York got him for falsifying business records. I think that's I think that's pity pat, ticky tack bullshit. But I mean, what do I know? I'm just an old man who's tipsy, right? I'm just an old tipsy dude in his attic right now talking to his computer. So what do I know about all that? But I think that the New York State case is whatever. But let's get back to this Florida. In Florida, the Justice Department has brought more than 36 felony counts accusing him of illegally possessing classified documents after leaving the White House and concealing them from investigators. That trial begins in May. This is real. This one right here, this is real. This is indictment number 2. What the second indictment. This one is real. They got him, right? It was unprecedented how they did it. They went in and got a judge to sign off on a search warrant. They went in, they found exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they said it was going to be. What does that tell you? That tells you there was people on the inside talking to the feds. They went in and found every document. He couldn't even hide it. Not only did they get these documents that they're looking for, but they got Trump's attorney giving up evidence on Trump. Think about that. The court allowed Trump's attorney to break attorney-client confidentiality in this case. Think about that. Think about that for a minute. That's not political, right? This is a dude who knows he's breaking claims. This is a guy who knows he's being dirty. He's breaking laws and he doesn't care. And his attorney is like, I can't protect you with that. No, I got attorney-client privilege. You're going to do what I say. No, I'm not trying to go to jail, bro. Not only does his attorney give up, like he's going to testify against him, but he gave up notes. They gave up notes, very detailed notes. And I want to say that there's recordings that came from the attorney, allegedly. There's recordings of Donald Trump saying stuff. Who recorded this stuff? I'm thinking it was the attorney. It could have been somebody else in the room. Where Trump is saying, I know these documents are classified. I'm not supposed to have them. And if I were president, I could declassify them, but I didn't declassify them. That's what he said. It's in the transcripts. Go read it. Bro. Like, okay, you got full knowledge that you breaking the law right now. I'm telling you, bro, there's no getting away from this, player. You know what I mean? Brother Rush, man, there's no getting away from this. That's the Florida thing. The judge in the Florida case, this is a federal case, but the judge was appointed by Trump, if I'm not mistaken. This judge is I'm not saying pro-Trump, but I don't think that this judge is going to go hard. But at the end of the day, justice must be served, and judges, they dedicate their lives to justice. So this judge is not going to throw it out. This judge is going to be forced by sentencing guidelines to do what they're going to do. Right? There's no way like, okay, you're guilty, we're going to give you 2 days probation or whatever. And I ain't going to be no smack on the wrist. There's sentencing guidelines for this sort of crime. So he's going to get hit with some time. That's this judge. Now, there's another judge coming out of D.C. with this latest indictment. There's the polar opposite. It's a judge that's not, quote unquote, Trump friendly. That judge is going to be doing like whatever the guideline states, probably going to be the max. Whereas in Florida, whatever guideline states, probably going to be the minimum. Again, it's how our system works. Our system ain't perfect, but it's the best system given the rest of the world. But that's what's going on in Florida. That trial begins in May. Prosecutors in Georgia also investigating efforts by Trump and his allies to reverse his election loss to Biden there. The district attorney of Fulton County is expected to announce charging decisions within weeks. Another state case. Right? That's another state case. So you got New York and you got Georgia. Those are 2 state cases. Then you got this Florida and you got this D.C. thing. Those are 2 Fed cases. He's facing federal and state cases. Like I said, a president can't pardon someone who's doing state time. Only a governor can do it. And we know Georgia ain't happy with Trump right now. Just go find me they got him on tape saying to go find me the votes. Just go find me the votes. And you got people threatening the election officials in Georgia and all the rest of it. Bro, he got problems, man. I'm going to tell you to you like this, man. I wouldn't want to face these charges. Ain't no way on God's green earth I'd be doing this kind. I would never move this recklessly, dealing with the feds. I would never do that. Man, you out your mind. Maybe with the state. Maybe because the state messes up investigations all the time. But the feds? Nah. No. I wouldn't do it. So you got 2 federal cases and 2 state cases. Right now. That's crazy. Smith's team has cast a broad net as part of the federal investigation, with his team questioning senior Trump administration officials, including Pence, before a grand jury in Washington. Prosecutors also interviewed election officials in Georgia, Wisconsin, Michigan, and other battleground states won by Biden, where pressure by Trump's team to change voting results. So there was pressure by the Trump team to change voting results in battleground states like Michigan, Wisconsin, Georgia, and some other states. Bro, when you got the feds going to multiple states investigating somebody, that's when it becomes RICO. Right? That's when they start trying to tie it all together. That's when they start looking at it like, okay, we're going to make this a bigger thing. I would not be surprised if they roll in some of these state cases, one of these state cases into this Fed thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they start tying it all together. Well, Trump had people in Nevada, in Georgia, in Arizona, in Florida, in Michigan, in Pennsylvania. When they start doing that, that's when they start building them pyramids. And they start, drawing lines to people. You got like the top of the chain, you got the capos, you got the soldiers. This is how they do it, bro. When they start investigating and this money starting to change hands and there's people starting to do different things, what goes back to that New York case, or you were using election money to pay off some adult film star to do this, that, and the third. Now they looking at the money. Now they trying to track the money. What you been doing? What else have you been doing with this money? This is why you never want the feds on you. Never want the feds on you. Ever. This is why. And it's funny too, man. Like I say this about YouTube all the time. Like YouTube is a place where all these bubbles come together. All these worlds collide. They wouldn't normally collide. Don't take my word for it. Go find somebody from the streets and give them these stories and tell them what's going on. They're gonna tell you what I'm telling you right now. Dude got a problem. I've been saying that for over a year on this platform. When the feds come, bro, you got a problem. Dude got a problem. I'm just coming at you like, you know what I mean? That's my That's my street lens. That's not my air traffic control retired lens. Down. That's not my Hollywood lens. Nah. That's not my comedic lens. No, that's my street lens. That's where I started. And you don't want the feds knocking on the door, bro. The feds come knocking on the door, man, getting whatever they want. What do you want? Go ahead. Go get it yourself. Oh, you want a computer? Go get it. You want this? You want that, man? Go get it. Y'all looking for me? No, you looking for somebody else? All right, fine. Go get whatever you want, bro. The feds don't play. FBI don't care, bro. DEA only care about drugs. FBI doing what they doing. U.S. Marshals doing what they doing. They stay in their lane. So they show up and man, look, you got a problem. Yeah, that's my take on it. But that whole thing, Georgia, Wisconsin, Michigan, you best believe Pennsylvania's involved in that. Arizona, Nevada, all that was in play during that election. Georgia, which they already said. Bro, dude got problems. Rudy Giuliani, a Trump lawyer, who pursued post-election legal challenges, spoke voluntarily to prosecutors. Giuliani know what time it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to y'all voluntarily. He already know what time it is. Giuliani was not named in the indictment, but appears to match the description of one of the co-conspirators, which means they're gonna come for him later, and he know it. He ran the Southern District of New York. He know he threw. Giuliani just destroyed his legacy. A spokesman for Giuliani said Tuesday night that Trump had a good faith basis for the actions he took. Man, Giuliani already know what time it is, man. That would be a damn shame if Giuliani has to spend the end of his life locked up in a federal facility just because he was messing with Trump. That would be an absolute shame, bro. But hey, man, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro. Play stupid games, get stupid prizes. Attorney General Merrick Garland last year appointed Smith, an international war crimes prosecutor who also led the Justice Department's public corruption section as special counsel to investigate efforts to undo the election, as well as Trump's retention of classified documents at his Florida home, Mar-a-Lago. Although Trump has derided him as deranged and called him politically motivated, Smith's past experience includes overseeing significant prosecutions against high-profile Democrats. And it is what it is. They just talking about Smith, man. Like, dude knows what he's doing. The Justice Department investigation began well before Smith's appointment, proceeding alongside separate criminal probes into the rioters themselves. More than 1,000 people have been charged in connection with the insurrection, including some with seditious conspiracy. And that's the end of that article. Listen, a lot of people down here in Tampa got locked up behind the January 6th insurrection. A lot of people. A lot more going to get locked up. And the judge in D.C. was one of the judges who allegedly was giving people more time than was recommended by juries. So again, you got judges get leeway. There's sentencing guidelines. And if you got a judge who want to be hardcore, which sounds like this judge in D.C. is going to be hardcore about it. If Trump is found guilty, which he will be, it's a 98+% chance he will be, she's going to go above the sentencing guidelines. Whereas in Florida, that judge is probably going to go towards the minimum or below if they can. So whatever the max is going to be, you can expect that out of D.C. Whatever the minimum is going to be, you could probably expect that out of Florida. It is what it is. It's part of our system. It is what it is. But man, oh man, this is some crazy stuff, man. So, breaking points. Y'all know I love to rock with the breaking points. Sager and Crystal were talking about this when it broke. They kind of did like an emergency or breaking news. Trump indicted, and they kind of react to it. Right, this was a day ago. I'm gonna pull that up, man, because y'all know I love reacting to these two. Go check out Breaking Points if you hadn't done so. Please go over there and check them out. Like they keep it 100 over there. I ain't gonna lie. Crystal was more left, center left, and Sager's more center right, but I like their points of view. So let's check it out. Let's see what they're talking about here, and listen to what they said yesterday when this news broke.
All right, guys, we are coming to you with some major breaking news once again former President Trump has been indicted. This time, the charges have to do with January 6th and fake elector scheme. Special counsel Jack Smith announced the charges in a press conference earlier. Let's take a listen.
Today, an indictment was unsealed, charging Donald J. Trump with conspiring to defraud the United States, conspiring to disenfranchise voters, and conspiring and attempting to obstruct an official proceeding. The indictment was issued by a grand jury of citizens here in the District of Columbia, and it sets forth the crimes charged in detail. I encourage everyone to read it in full. The attack on our nation's capital on January 6th, 2021, was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy. As described in the indictment, it was fueled by lies. Lies by the defendant targeted at obstructing a bedrock function of the U.S. government, the nation's process of collecting, counting, and certifying the results of the presidential election. The men and women of law enforcement who defended the U.S. Capitol on January 6th are heroes. They are patriots and they are the very best of us. They did not just defend a building or the people sheltering in it. They put their lives on the line to defend who we are as a country and as a people. They defended the very institutions and principles that define the United States. Since the attack on our Capitol, the Department of Justice has remained committed to ensuring accountability for those criminally responsible for what happened that day.
And you can see he ain't playing, y'all. He ain't playing. He holding back tears. He ain't playing. There are Americans who are fiercely patriotic. Excuse me. There are Americans who don't fuck about. There are those of us who serve in uniform. You know what I mean? They send us to faraway lands to do America's bidding. And then there are those of us who wear suits and they go to DC every single day. There are people who go out into these embassies all over these far-flung places on the world, right? And they're there to do America's bidding, to do America's business, right? There's people who care about this country who really do. I tell people all the time, like, Trump does not care about America. Trump cares about Trump. I ain't mad. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Brother Cody is king in the building. What's good, fam? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm on a late one, man, and I'm tipsy, bro. I was out dancing and doing some stuff, man. I was going to do this show tomorrow, but I got something I got to do instead, so I wanted to get it off tonight. So I won't have to get up as early because I was planning on doing this, already. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it now. Why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. I'm all up on this Hennessy. You know what I mean? So that's Jack Smith right there. That's the special prosecutor right there. This man takes his job seriously. He ain't playing. He's going after Democrats. He's going after Republicans. He takes his job serious, man. Trump got a problem. You got this dude. He's a Boy Scout. You got this Boy Scout on you, bro. You got a problem. And again, for the people out there who are pro-Trumpers, I ain't mad at you, man. Back who you want to back. But I'm just saying, as a reformed gangster, I'm letting you know, your man going to have to sit down. What do I mean by sit down? He getting locked up. We beyond, like I said, a monitor on your ankle. We beyond letting you just chill out and do your time in Mar-a-Lago or Trump Towers. Nah, bro. He going into an institution. Let's continue.
This case is brought consistent with that commitment, and our investigation of other individuals continues. In this case, my office will seek a speedy trial so that our evidence can be tested in court and judged by a jury of citizens. In the meantime, I must emphasize that the indictment is only an allegation and that the defendant must be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in a court of law.
Facts. He ain't lying about that. And when people talk about indictments, I mean, there's a joke, old school, old lawyer joke, like you can indict a ham sandwich. There's truth to that. But bro, when you look at the evidence, when you read the indictment, man, this is a bad one for Donald Trump, bro. And don't take my word for it. If you want to watch somebody talk about this, not this particular indictment, but some of the other, like the documents indictment, like the secret documents, Myron Gangs from Fresh and Fit. He does Fed Reacts, right? He did a video on the indictment for the secret documents. This is a guy who is a Trump guy. He is 100% Trump. He is on the right. In that political spectrum, he is on the right. He's that. He's a Trumper. And even on his live, he was like, Trump is done. Right? Myron Gaines used to work for HSI. The guy was a Fed. He used to do these cases. He was like, bro, I put people away on these very charges. And Myron was like, bro, he gonna get flamed. I'm gonna find it and put it in. I'm gonna drop it in a link so y'all can see what I'm talking about. This is a guy who is, he resigned his spot as a federal agent to do YouTube. He's done well for himself, but that's what he did. He chased bad guys. This guy did. He was like, the whole time he was doing, he was like, why did Trump do this? Why did Trump do that? He was frustrated. He was like, why would he do that? This is a guy who's in the trenches, man. And he like, I got people locked up on these very charges. The United States government does not play with those secret documents, bro. We just don't. Our secrets is what keep us safe. It's not the weapon systems. It's not SEAL Team 6. It's not the Green Berets. It's not Delta Force, although they have a role in it. What keeps America safe and what the reason why people fear America is our secrets, the shit that we know. And people put their lives on the line to get these secrets. And we have to protect these documents because if the documents come out, the rest of the world can figure out how we got them. They can figure it out. This is why we must protect our secrets. And this is a problem. You got someone like Donald Trump. He took these documents and showed them to people just because he could. You're like, I just do it. And he knew what he's doing was wrong. And he got a problem, man. Let's continue, though.
I would like to thank the members of the Federal Bureau of Investigation who are working on this investigation with my office, as well as the many career prosecutors and law enforcement agents from around the country who have worked on previous January 6th investigations. These women and men are public servants of the very highest order, and it is a privilege to work alongside them.
Okay, so you hear there the specific charges. Those are the ones that were listed in the document that Trump received, announcing to him that he was a target of this investigation. So no huge surprises there. But there's a lot of detail to go through in this indictment. The special counsel goes to great lengths to assert not only did Trump assert false, election lies. Not only did he use those lies to try to perpetrate this fraud across multiple states involving slates of fake electors and going all the way up until January 6th and pressuring Mike Pence to try to overturn the results of the election, but they also go into great detail trying to persuade what will ultimately be, a jury in DC that Trump knew that those claims were false and that he pushed forward with them anyway. Just to give you a sense of, one of the pieces of many pieces of evidence that they used for this, of this person and that person who had told Trump that these claims were false and he pushed forward in spite of it. They're talking about his claims with regard to Georgia. And they say on November 25th, one of the co-conspirators, which by the way, 6 unindicted co-conspirators, and we can talk more about that in a moment, filed a lawsuit against the governor of Georgia, falsely alleging massive election fraud accomplished through the voting machine company's election software and hardware. Before the lawsuit was even filed, the defendant retweeted a post promoting it. The defendant, not defendant is Trump, did this despite the fact that when he had discussed this far-fetched public claims regarding the voting machine company in private with advisors, the defendant had conceded that they were unsupported and that co-conspirator 3 sounded, quote, crazy. Co-conspirator 3's Georgia lawsuit was dismissed on December 7th. There was a lot more that was similar to this of, the attorney general told him it was false. This agency at the Department of Justice told him it was false. This advisor told it was false. He went to Arizona and the officials there told him it was false. To me, this was some of the more compelling evidence, though, that he actually took some of this in because he was even saying like, yeah, this sounds kind of crazy.
Uh-huh. So when you hear that, right? They're talking about, again, in the indictment, they're talking about a conversation that was had within the circle of power of the president and all the president's men. How did they get this information? I'm talking about the feds. How did the feds know about this? Because somebody told them. Somebody who was in on that conversation told them. Then it's like, well, what proof did they have? They're like, okay, is this just hearsay? What proof? Did somebody take notes immediately after the fact? Did somebody record it? This is why you don't want to deal with the feds, bro. Right? They know everything. If they don't know, they ain't trying to indict you. They ain't coming to see you. Once they bring you in, once they sit you down and talk to you, they already know. They already know. Ain't about snitching. Just sit back, man. What kind of deal y'all got for me? How much time am I going to have to do? I ain't saying nothing else, bro. I'm going to have my lawyer talk to y'all, man. We're going to figure out how much time I got to do. I know I'm sitting down. In the indictment, they're talking about what was going on within his circle. They having a conversation about what they doing and how they doing it. And Trump is saying, well, I know that's far-fetched, but let's do it anyway. How do they know? How do they know? I tell you how, man. Cause somebody telling, bro. That's the feds. Right? That's the full weight and force of the United States Justice Department, the United States government, the FBI. When the Federal Bureau of Investigations come to see you, they ain't playing. Ask anybody in the mob. Ask anybody who was in the cartel. Go back and look at your history. Ask Bugsy Siegel and them, right? Ask Al Capone. Yeah, I know these people are dead, but y'all get my point I'm trying to make. When the feds come see you, bro, they already know. They ain't fishing. This ain't the police. This ain't the local police. This ain't the PD. This ain't the state investigator, bro. This ain't them. This ain't the highway patrol. They ain't fishing for nothing. They already know. My only question is how much information they got. What forms of information do they have? Is it just notes? You know, you got this testimony, right? That's been corroborated with other people. Is there audio? You know, that's, man, can you hear Trump saying it? Because in some of these indictments, they got audio. Him saying what he's saying. That stuff is going on in Florida right now with the documents. They got him on tape. You know what I mean? And I hear allegedly they got him on video saying that I know this stuff is illegal. Man, he threw. He threw. And I dropped that link in there if y'all want to go check out Myron Gaines' Fed Reacts. It used to be called Fed Reacts now when he broke down the Trump indictment. He's probably gonna have to do another one on this indictment. But let's continue.
Yeah, so it's interesting. So as you noted, in terms of the 6 co-conspirators, we do have the alleged possible list of some of who these folks could.
You can kind of suss out who it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So we definitely know that Rudy Giuliani is one. We also know that John Eastman, he was the lawyer who helped come up with the legal theory around election certification, is one. We don't yet know if his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, was listed in the indictment. And we know a few other political advisors. Sidney Powell almost.
I think Mark Meadows was the guy on January 6th that was like texting and calling everybody, saying whatever he was saying. Bro, if he talking to the feds, bro, this might extend to some people at Fox. This is the thing when you talking about, I'm telling you, Rico, man, look, they might catch up all kind of people in this one, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if they already talked to Sean Hannity. They already talked to these people, man. They probably done talked to Tucker and all them, man. They done talked to Rupert Murdoch. Man, I'm telling you, bro, this is, and people like, man, why you fear the federal government? This is why. Y'all want to talk about Big Brother? Here you go, right here. Here go Big Brother right here.
Most certainly likely to be one of those co-conspirators as well. Noteworthy in what Jack Smith said there, Crystal, in the press conference was this will not stop our investigation into other individuals. So
that's right.
Let's all make sure we underline that. This could not be, the last indictment. I wanted to give everybody a sense almost of the initial initial legal reaction in terms of what the two sides are going to be bringing. So first, I think we should start with the defense, I guess, as they do in a trial. I actually was watching Fox News in order to prepare for this because they had both Andy McCarthy and Jonathan Turley. I guess the whisperers, right? Really, of the conservative legal movement. And here's what they say. McCarthy, in particular, takes issue with Smith's use of the Civil Rights Act of 1866 in order to prosecute Trump. He says of Jack Smith, quote, he has extravagantly stretched these statutes in order to try and capture this behavior. That's because this is a proxy for what should have been a political impeachment process. The second reaction from Jonathan Turley, he says here, quote, when I take red pen through this indictment that is protected by the First Amendment, it reduces to a haiku, aka a short poem for those of the uninitiated.
Like the stuff that these people are doing now, man, it's just they got to mount some sort of defense, and this is all they got. This is all they got, bro. First Amendment, this and that, bro. No. This is all they got. And their defense is extremely flimsy. Like, this what y'all doing. This is it right here. Bro. Yeah, let's continue.
Any of the things that are being charged here are protected speech. He follows up, Crystal, by saying that this is, quote, a disinformation indictment, but that is all part of the First Amendment. And just right before we get into that, one of the things that McCarthy made clear to point out is that the statute, which is actually written here, section 200 or section 241 of the Civil Rights Law, says that actions of public officials addressing conspiracies to prevent them from exercising their rights, that prosecutors must show that a defendant acted not only intentionally, but with the purpose to deprive the victim of a constitutional requirement, which has been made specific and definite. McCarthy points out that the Supreme Court actually, in two separate instances, has thrown out cases brought against former public officials and other individuals that were prosecuted successfully, actually, under these statutes, but for not being specific enough for the deprivation. And so that's, I guess, the legal theory I want of the defense. Let me get Brad Moss. I asked him for a quote. Here's what he says in response to the Turley argument in particular. Quote, protected speech does not permit you to rely upon knowingly false information to corruptly use the levers of executive power to subvert election laws. It does not allow you to corruptly coordinate with state activists to submit false electoral paperwork to the archivist and the VP. It does not allow you to corruptly pressure the VP to act unlawfully on January 6th. Speech is not what is at issue. It is conspiracy to command action. That action was unlawful. And so I think.
And that is a problem. I don't know what Trump's going to do about it. All I know is mass people jumping off this sinking ship. And the feds are in the water, pulling them out the water and putting them right back on the boat. Like, you ain't getting away like that. Hold on. Not so fast. So people going to have to give up what they're going to have to give up. I'm going to put a link. I'm going to drop this in the link as well. Y'all want to go back and watch the whole thing. It's about 20 minutes total. Sagar and Crystal was talking about it. Good information there. Good information. And even if you're watching Fox or whoever you're watching, this is very, very difficult to defend. The day it went down, let you know it's very, very difficult to defend. You know, you got top tier Republicans that are like, nah, bro, I'm not doing no time for this guy. Right? You got people in his inner circle giving it up. They giving up the information. Like, nah, bro, he was wrong for this. Right? I mean, like I said, there are true patriots in this country still. There are people in this country who care about America. And what Donald Trump was trying to do to this country, especially in the end when he lost this election, what he was trying to do to this country was an attack on this country. It was an attack on the Constitution. It was an attack on everything we hold dear. And there are Americans who ain't going to stand for it. That's what it boils down to. The Americans are not going to stand for this, which is a good thing. Right? It didn't have to boil down to people in uniforms with weapons having to secure the peace. which can happen. Understand, United States military, man. Everyone in the United States, they raise their right hand and they swear to defend the Constitution, to support, defend the Constitution, not individuals, not Donald Trump, not Joe Biden, not Barack Obama, not Bill Clinton, right? The Constitution, not the Democratic Party, not the Republican Party, the Constitution. So this is, like I said, this is a crazy time to be alive in America, y'all. Crazy time indeed. But Trump got a problem, man. This like I said in the title, this Trump thing is serious. We're gonna keep our eye on it, right? We're gonna continue to watch this thing. We're gonna monitor this thing. We're gonna see how it plays out. All these trials are gonna happen before November of 2024. So all this is gonna happen before the election. Trump is not gonna pull himself out of the election. He is going to, no matter what, he is going to steam forward. He's gonna push forward, and he's still the number one on the Republican side. I don't think there's anyone even close. It's Trump, DeSantis, and Scott. Like, it is what it is. We'll see how this plays out. You know, hey guys, you guys are living through a very, very special time in American history, in world history for that matter. So pay attention to what's going on. Don't be all about your TikTok and figuring out these dances and whatnot. Be paying attention to this. Right? Don't get lost in team politics. Or don't get lost in, you know, team Republican, team Democrat, team Trump, whatever. I mean, do your due diligence as an American and read the Constitution and then look at what Trump was doing, and you tell me. If you do all that, you read the Constitution, you come back and tell me that you know what I mean, Trump didn't do nothing wrong. All right, at least I know what I'm dealing with. But go back and read it. Understand it. Put it through the old think tank, people. But yeah, man, I think Donald Trump is going to wind up in an institution. It is what it is. So thanks for rocking out with me on a late one, y'all. This is a late one. It's about a little after almost 2:20 in the morning on the East Coast. And Uncle Saint done got tired, but them Hennessy's done worked on me. You see my eyes again. Look at my eyes, y'all. Look at my eyes. Barely keep them open. I'm about to go down here and go to sleep. Sleep real good. You know what I mean? And start tomorrow. Got some big things going on tomorrow. We'll definitely be back tomorrow. We'll do a show. We're probably gonna be doing some more downrange podcast stuff. Definitely want to talk about what's going on with DeSantis. I mean, he's still doing some craziness. Definitely want to talk a little bit about what's going on with Hunter Biden. I mean, that's the only thing you can find on the other side. And Hunter Biden is not an elected official, nor does he, operate in some capacity as a staffer or a political operative. He's just Hunter Biden who's been out there doing stupid stuff. And we can talk about it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But the Democrats are pretty much in lockstep these days. Powers to be over there just keeping things under control. And there's definitely a show I want to do about in Texas. There was a family that was pulled over by Texas police, and actually law enforcement made a mistake. And actually they came forward and said, hey, we messed up, and they apologized. But wait till you hear the story. It was, yeah, man, it was a head scratcher, but it was a very tense moment. Things could have gone horribly wrong, but they didn't. Thank God they didn't, but they could have. So we're going to talk about that as well tomorrow, definitely tomorrow. So thanks for rocking out with me, y'all, at this very, very, very late hour, wherever you are. Appreciate you. Everybody who was in here. I am the single one, Casual Germ. Brother Cody who was in here for a hot second. Brother Mandrell, Brother Mike, Wonderful 34, Brother Rush. Thank y'all so much for being in here, supporting a brother on a late night edition of Downrange Podcast. We going to keep it rolling. You know what I mean? Look at Brother Mandrell. He's like, yep. You know what I mean? I know Brother Mandrell was up because he just wrapped up his show. So he's probably, getting stuff ready. And make sure y'all check out Mandrell's podcast. He has his own podcast up and running, has his own channel. Make sure y'all check out Brother Mandrell's YouTube channel. Man, he's really on fitness. He's sharing some of his stories about his time in the military. Brother Mandrell's a Green Beret, a proper Green Beret. He was on the teams doing his thing. So Make sure you go over there and check that brother out. He went and got fat on purpose so he can show you how to lose the weight. He's talking about diet. He's talking about fitness. He's talking about self-defense. You know, he's all about MMA and weapons and all that kind of stuff. Brother Mandrell was a weapons sergeant, Green Beret weapons sergeant. So you definitely want to check him out. There it is right there. You can click the link right here in the chat. The big picture 211. Check out his streams. Support Brother Mandrell, what he's doing over there. I'm telling you, man, I've been talking to Brother Mandrell like, hey, man, we got to do a show on the best home defense weapons and the type of rounds and, the type of ammunition you should be using. People, do not go out there and buy a 7.62 like an AK-47 for home defense. Don't do it. That bullet goes way too far. Don't do it. So, listen to me, listen to Brother Mandrell. He'll tell you what you need for the house, what you need for self-defense, the type of training you need to do, and the type of, type of round. Like we had that talk about, different weapons perform better with certain types of rounds. I mean, we have to, check out that brother. You know what I mean? I'm off on a tangent because I'm all sleepy. I'm all loopy. I need to give me some sleep, y'all. Like Brother Mandrell says, right? You still got PT in a few hours. Who? Don't worry, bro. I get up. I'll, drink all night. You know what I mean? It's all good. So thanks for rocking out with me, guys. I really appreciate y'all. This Trump thing, man, this is it. All 4 cases are out there. We're going to see how this plays out. I'm telling you right now, he going into an institution. He going to have to do some time. The only thing he can hope for is somebody's going to pardon him. I don't know who. You know what I mean? He ain't got no friends right now. What few friends he had and done jumped ship and went over to the feds and done told on him, man. So it is what it is. Y'all have a good night. Or should I say good morning here on the East Coast. Thanks for rocking out with me. I really appreciate y'all. For those on Team Replay, let me know what y'all think below. It's all good for all you Team Trumpers out there, you hardcore Trumpers. Hey, man, I'm just giving it to you straight, no chaser. You know what I mean? This is how it is, man. So let me know what y'all think. Put y'all comments down below. I'm going to holler at y'all later, man. I'm DL Saint. This is the Downrange Podcast. Good night.
Darn, that's the end.